This is JordanTower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. And also, I want to say thanks for all the birthdays. Some people sent me some cash apps from as little as $3 all the way up to $20. And I want to thank, Marquise D. Tillman, Vernon Moon, Pucacia Green, Napoleon, Melvin Raymond, Neil Casatina, James Perry, and many others. You guys sent in. It's my birthday, and I appreciate it. I appreciate the cash apps, varying anything, and thank you so much. Nobody's feel the pressure to do that, but if you did it, I greatly appreciate it. It's once a year you have a birthday, and I just appreciate that so much. Ray J passes out mid-performance on stage weeks after revealing doctors told him he has months to live. I do believe there's something wrong with him. His mom, when it came out, and said that he was having some heart issues, okay? But Ray J needs to slow down, okay? If you're really having heart issues, bro, stop. Chill for a second, man. Like, you're going to kill yourself, man. You're trying to go on stage. You're trying to perform. You're trying to do this. I don't think his doctor said anything about a year to live. I think his doctor probably said, hey, this is something you got to pay attention to. This is serious. I don't think Ray J's taking it serious, and I wish he would, man, because, he has kids. He has kids, bro. You got to be there for your kids, and you got to be there for your mother, your father, and your sister. Berner reveals that he had to turn down a deal from Jay-Z. Jay-Z wanted to invest in cookies, but if he had let Jay-Z invest in cookies, he probably wouldn't be around anymore, he says. Jay-Z really wanted to get into the business, he said. He had some help from some very smart people, but they weren't passionate like Berner was, about knowing the business. Jay-Z's cannabis company went out of business. He did invest in one cannabis company. It was called Monogram, and it restructured its operations following a period of financial turmoil. The parent company TPCO, as of late 2024, Jay-Z has reportedly severed direct financial ties with TPCO and no longer involved in day-to-day operations. Now, just because it's Jay-Z doesn't mean everything's going to win. He's had a lot of wins, but with some wins, he takes some losses, Shockingly, Tidal didn't work. And he signed some of the biggest artists onto Tidal, meaning they gave him a percentage. Now, some of them, like Nicki, said they didn't get their percentage when the buyout happened, and a buyout at a loss, might I add, right? The company was once worth $600 million because of an investment from Sprint of $200 million. And when Jack Dorsey bought it to be part of Block, which is Cash App and Square, it was only valued at, I think, $250 million. So that's a L. And there's no push for Tidal. So sometimes you can be the biggest in the world, Jay-Z or something, and not everything's going to work. You can't be everywhere. And you can't do everything. That just shows, I'm sure Jay-Z wishes he could make 3 more of him to help run these companies, and endorse them, but you can only do but so much. Well, Dame Dash thinks he got over on Lear Cohen and everybody. He said when they had Rockefeller, they had a 50-50 deal with Def Jam. And when the money splits, Def Jam got half, they got half, and then they had to split it 3 ways. But Jay-Z got paid twice because he was an artist. So then, so it's split between Jay-Z, Dame Dash, and Biggs. And then Jay-Z got paid as an artist. So he's like, I had to find different ways to make money. That's why I came up with, like, Rockaware, so they couldn't have any piece of it. But we would use Def Jam to market Rockaware. We made $100 million doing that. Dame Dash was clever, right? But how clever was it? Because, like, you see people now like QCP and them with QC, with the label QC, and they're cashing out $300 million. You know, you see that Irv Gotti sold his company for 100 plus million at one point. And then when they sold Rockefeller, they only got like $15 million to split between three of them. So, in the end of the day, he got tricked out of his own company by Jay-Z, which is sad. Sad Jay-Z did it. Sad Jay-Z was forced to do it because it seems like Dame Dash isn't impossible to work with, as we're seeing in the later years. I used to feel really bad for Dame Dash, like, damn, his own friend tricked him out of his company. I've seen that happen to people before, right? But Dame Dash is just incredibly impossible to work with, as we see, you know, how unreasonable he is in his view of things, you know? And I don't know, he was on the Tfue podcast. He just keeps regurgitating the same topics of, and it's sad because, you know, I was very inspired by Dame Dash. Very inspired early on. And, you know, it almost would have been better if he just didn't talk so much and just kind of like was Dame Dash, you know? Spoke once in a while. I think he really ruined the image of Dame Dash. And that could be a whole video in itself. And you know what I'm talking about. Still Dame Dash. Still a legend, okay? But I don't know. He just keeps attacking Jay-Z when he can. Now it's 50 Cent. Now it's Cameron everywhere, every time. Anybody that like was with him at one point and is now successful, or that he spoke ill of at one point and responded, he just goes crazy. Gucci Man goes off on somebody. I don't know who he's going off on. It's the real king of the South right here.
Broke ass nigga. Shit make a nigga heart hurt, boy. Don't make these niggas happy. These niggas ain't happy on home. Step to me, fuck niggas.
He says somebody made Gucci mad, they said.
I would love to, nigga. I don't care. You see me, my wife, you can step to me. I'ma smoke you. Nigga, please, nigga. They got $1 million, nigga.
It's the Gucci we miss. Crash out Gucci. I mean, I'm sorry. B. Simone. So, I don't know what B. Simone's going through, bro. She keeps getting on these podcasts. This is her podcast. On this one, she's apologizing to everybody for anybody she hurt. And she starts crying, and then she says she's turning her life to God, and God's making her learn her lessons in public. And
I want to apologize. I want to publicly apologize to the internet, to God, to anybody that I offended.
I noticed this with a lot of girls, and this might be 100% genuine, so I could be wrong, okay? It's beautiful you're turning your life to God, and you're getting more into your beliefs, but where was that before? You know? I always wondered, like, I've always had God in my life. I've always, you know, like, and I don't mean this to be too preachy or anything, but, you know, because I feel like religion is very personal, right? But, you know, you gotta have morals and principles and beliefs, you know, and where was this before, you know? I think a lot of girls do this. Like, we saw Black China do this recently. And it's good. She seems like she is turning her life around, but it's almost like it's a marketing ploy sometimes.
Anybody that I've hurt with my words, maybe on the mic, or maybe my opinions, or maybe me saying something out of, like, a response, or...
See, that's not you don't have to apologize. See, it's okay to be critical of people, and that's part of the thing. As long as you're not, like, attacking somebody, you know? Maliciously, you know? It's okay to be, that's part of being a human being. We joke, we talk about things, we tell the truth. Okay? And a lot of these people that get criticized have done that to others, you know? But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with B. Simone, you know? Some people do this for social media engagement. I got to be honest. King Harris fires back at 50 Cent. Brings his baby mom into the beef. Bro, stop. King Harris needs to stop. He says, F it. Let's see. This is why you mad, y'all. Beautiful woman ain't want him. And he beat women. 50 Cent, you're going to learn to stop playing with us. Beat us with lies. Paid rumors. But it's a fact. Your mama was smashing unkies. For a re-up, he says. Your new clothes. So for a re-up, he was, your new clothes while eating dirty box. On the side. I can't relate, man. Song out now on all platforms today. Comment drop top below. Yo, bro, T.I., get your kids, bro. Like, nobody wants to hear these diss songs. Then his brother dropped another diss song, Damani. Is this all you guys got? 50 Cent responded, right? And he says, hey, man, stop talking about it like that. Diddy won't want to walk with her anymore. And then King claims that 50 Cent got his TikTok removed. Bro, you did that to yourself. All the disrespectful things and things you've been doing on there, the explicit things you've been doing on there, they took it, bro. Benzino's new crew back at it again with a freestyle. I think they're dissing 50 Cent too. I mean, it's like, okay. Okay, guys. You guys won't even believe me if I respond to this. 2 Chainz reveals he's an early investor in SpaceX, which is now valued in the trillions. Just felt like I got in early on Bitcoin. Yeah, just so you know, this isn't a public company. And let's see. I'll tell you who the early investors are in SpaceX. So Elon invested his money in the beginning. If you don't know, he was part of PayPal and sold it, right? Or eBay. What was it, eBay? Let's see. Elon. I think they sold PayPal to eBay. That's what it was, right? Elon sold PayPal, eBay. Yeah, that was it. In 2002, eBay acquired PayPal for $1.5 billion. He got $180 million, right? And he reinvested this money at SpaceX and Tesla. SpaceX almost went out of business. They got a bunch of launches, and 3 failed, and then 1 worked, and then he got some grants, and it worked, okay? Now, early investors in SpaceX. This is something that 2 Chainz said on Earn Your Leisure. So now you're going to see it in the searches because now it's out there. So a lot of people are picking it up. There's no confirmation, SEC filing, investor list, anything naming him, okay? There's VCs, venture capitalist funds, Dapper Labs, Therabody, Zen WTR. Let's see, Dapper. So this is what 2 Chainz is invested in. He might have got in, but he would have talked about this a long time ago, you know? I'll tell you the people that definitely are in it, and these are huge companies. It's Conconi Growth Partners. You got, I think Google was invested in it. Fidelity. Sequoia Capital is huge. They're invested in a lot of stuff. Okay. Valor Equity Partners. Anderson, Horowitz, Bally Gifford, and Sovereign Funds. But these were like around 2015. So it's probably Cap. I mean, he might be losing his mind. I don't know. But maybe it's real. I'm not going to doubt him. I mean, but, you know, it's a typical guru fake guru play. You'll see tons of fake gurus saying I was early on Facebook. No, you weren't. It's just hard to verify, you know. Rainwater says he's done signing girls with BBLs because he has daughters. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I will check you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for everyone who donated to my birthday. They just gave me between $3 and $20, and I just want to shout everybody out that did that. We got Marquise D. Tillman, Vernon Moon, Pukapsia Green, Napoleon, Melvin Raymond, Neil Cassetta, and James Perry. You know, thank you so much for sending birthday donations. You don't have to. There's no pressure. Just you being here is enough. But thank you so much for the Cash Apps. My Cash App's below if you want to, but just being here and hitting that like button is enough. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll check you on the next one. Peace.